So hey you guys, this is Glamazon Tay, and I really just want to jump right into this video, no wasting, no talking. So today I'm going to be taking this hair and making it a really bright orange kind of coppery color. This wig is actually from Ally Pearl. This is a deep wave lace front wig. You guys, it's 22 inches and 180% density. And when I say the pattern of this wig is already bomb.com, but I knew I had to get something with a really pretty pattern already, because you know when you bleach hair, it tends to like loosen up the curl pattern. So I still wanted it to be a little bit of wave to it. So this was like the perfect wig for that. Now with this mixture, I'm going to be using my Salon Care 30 developer, and then I'm also going to be using the Clairol BW2 powder. You guys, I'm just going to make it to like a thick cake batter mix. I always eye it, so I don't never try to do that on camera because I don't want to steer you guys wrong, but just eye it. And as you guys can see, first off, I have to go ahead and divvy up the parts in the sections just because it just makes it a lot more easier. But as you can see, this hair pattern, this curl pattern is a bomb, okay? So with me just doing this, I'm taking my time, I'm going through it, but I'm gonna be honest, when I was doing the bleach on this wig, I wasn't making it very even, and I wasn't really being too technical about it. And one thing I wasn't being technical about it is I feel like when I don't do my bleach very even, that it tends to come off a lot better in the end process, especially when I want a little bit of dimension. Some people prefer like a regular straight flat color. With me, I don't really tend to like that. So with this, it'll end up being a little bit of darker sections, a little bit of lighter sections. Sometimes I do have to go back in and tune stuff up with the bleach, but you'll see that a little bit later on. But overall, this is kind of how I rocked out with doing the bleaching process. I just went section by section, making sure it was completely covered in bleach, but I wasn't like going overdose, you know what I mean? Like I was just kind of taking my time with it and vibing out, okay? Period. So pretty much, as you guys can see, I took every section, and after I finished that section, I wrapped it in aluminum foil. When you wrap the hair in aluminum foil, it actually develops a lot faster and heats up. Because girl, this damn hair was almost too hot for me to even touch, honestly. But it seemed to be okay, you know what I mean? But it just put aluminum on it. It kind of speeds up the process. I don't actually put my bleached hair under the blow dryer to do it faster or nothing like that. I kind of just let it do its own thing. And then when I fully completely finished, I'll put aluminum on top of the wig head, and that way it'll just solidify the top of getting done. Now one thing you guys will see in this video is that the top actually did not go as bright as the back or the underneath part, and that's because of course we started with the bottom going to the top. So I do see that the top is a little bit darker than I want, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and bleach the top of it again, but it won't be as technical, or I guess as thorough as I did the underneath part. It'll just kind of be one of those things where I'm just going to run through it real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and put my trash bag down. And now, as you can see, I'm just going to run through with the bleach on top of it. It's not even going to be like I'm taking it section by section. I'm just going to do the top part, because really all I want to do is kind of hit the frontal. So I'm just going to do this. It wasn't too much to it. Like I said, I'm just kind of going over the top of it just so I can get that color to be a little bit brighter. So when I put my orangey color over top of it, it actually takes a lot better. So y'all gonna see, it look really dope though. And then when I do this, I just let this lay flat. I actually am going to put aluminum over top of this part too, and that's just going to help it process. Now the Adore dye I'm going to be using today is Cajun Spice. Now the crazy thing about these Adore dyes, they don't really look like the bottle, so you have to actually unscrew the tops and see it, or you got to test it out looking at somebody's YouTube video, honestly, because honey, it'd be a little sketch. So I just used one whole bottle. I did that bottle inside of there, and then I did boiling hot water. One thing I do know is you have to use hot water when you're doing the water method, because if not, it's like the freaking dye doesn't get all mixed well. Like it doesn't kind of blend together very well. So I only use one bottle, and one thing I did notice is when you use one bottle, just don't use as much water and it'll still be as saturated. I seen another YouTuber do this. I can't remember her name, but she definitely hit it on the head. When I tell you, if you just use one bottle and not as much water, you definitely don't need to use that many bottles of dye. So it kind of saves you a lot of money. A lot. And look how it's laying. Oh my god, these edges is bomb, girl. Bomb. So hey y'all, it's the second portion of the video or whatever. So this is, y'all see my natural mother freaking hair. I've stopped wearing cornrows so much because I felt like it was fucking with my hair. And honestly, if y'all want me to do a video about that, I will do a video about that. But right now, this is how I wear my little hair underneath my wigs and stuff. And it's been working. I actually like this a lot better. And as you guys can tell, I got a few little grays or whatever. I got a few little grays up here. But you know, I'm going to embrace them. I don't feel too crazy about it. But first things first, this is the wig, girl. The wig looks amazing. She looks bomb. The one thing I'm actually gonna do is I'm going to pull my hair back, and you can see I can get it really, really flat, honestly. So, you know, it's a thing or whatever. And then basically when I'm pulling it back, I can get it. Damn! So with me, I actually did install an elastic band into this wig because I actually want to be able to take this wig off, and I want it to be on a more snug fit. One thing I do like about this is I have it right here, so I can just cut this off and cut around it, and then I can do this same thing on this side as well. I have a little bit of extra over here, but I'm not really tripping. I can just kind of snip that off. You know, it's no big deal. This is my airbrush legs Sally Hansen spray. This is what I use on all my wigs so that it can basically be like that color of my skin. But before I do it, I want to actually test it out. So if I'm going to test it, I'm going to take a piece of lace and I'm actually going to cut that off. Let me cut this off. So this is the lace and this is how it looks on my skin. It's almost giving too dark, honestly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to spray it with this just to test the color of it to see if that's the color. And then we see what it does. I think it's about dry, but this is the piece we sprayed my spray on. I normally spray. So I feel like a thing about it is people always get often switched up and using the same routine. You can't use the same routine for every lace because every lace is different. So with this one, I knew it was like a tad bit darker. I felt like it was a tad bit darker, but we're really gonna see. The lace this color and put it on my freaking skin. This is how it's gonna look. The lace is too dark. So that means that this lace right here is already like low-key kind of dark. So what's going to happen with this one is I'm actually going to have to put powder onto it, but I normally do my powders later. I don't only do my wet colors first. So okay, so I don't know what was going on outside, but honestly it was this loud beeping noise. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna just take the audio out of this. So all I'm gonna do is pretty much use my razor and cut off the lace, and I'm just gonna go through. I want it to be kind of jagged. I don't want it to be very clean cut because that's when you get that bowl look. So I definitely wanted to kind of make it a little bit messy when I was going ahead with the razor. I just made sure it was still along the hairline process. And then I'm gonna take my wig cap, put that on so I can move a little bit of my hair out the way, like the hair on my edges, and I'm going to use my Got to Be Glued. This is actually just going to help to lay my baby hairs down so they're not flowing every which way and they're kind of uniformed and going back. And then by the time that they're dry, I'll let my scarf sit on them. And by the time that they're dry, I'll be ready to apply my wig. So with this, I do see that I just want to have a little bit of gel on it. So I am going to put a very, very thin layer of gel over my hairline, and then I'm going to put my wig over top of that and then use my scarf to actually seal the deal and make it give that melty look. But I'm not going to be using any glue, and I really don't want to do baby hairs with this look because I feel like, you know, I just want to kind of do a no baby hairs type look today, okay? A no baby hairs type look. But as you can see, this color is bomb. It looks really, really good, and I have a solution of conditioner and water that I'm going to be using. You can use your own solution. This freaking conditioner smells amazing. I got it from this woman and she doesn't sell it anymore, but it smells so good. And that's what I'm be using for my wigs, especially my curly ones. So it's just conditioner and water as a mixture, okay? I'm back for right now. So y'all, this is my ending result of my hair. This is how she turns out. Isn't she motherfucking lovely? Okay, I lay that little sideburns on. I lay that little sideburn on pert, okay? On pert. I really like this color. It's not too dark, it's not too bright, and it actually has different highlight tones in it because of when I was bleaching it. It wasn't like it wasn't like an even bleach, honestly. But I ended up liking it, honestly. It looks good to me, you know, she's popping or whatever, you know. I might give me a little razzle dazzle on top my head, you know what I'm saying, because I'm like real cute like that. So I'm happy with it. I love it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Mwah. See ya. My child is here. Say hello, Moo. Hello. You want to come up here with me? You want to come up here with your moms? Your moms? My little dumpling. My little fatty mama. Say hey. Right there. Right there. Right there. Girl, she is looking at herself in this monitor, honey. Why are you looking at yourself?